Greetings, this is Jesse from Nintendo Dads. Wasn't originally planning on doing the stream today, but Tim suggested when we were talking about the weather that doing a stream of this might be a good idea if I was stuck inside. So I'm like, yeah, it doesn't seem like a bad idea. So I decided, since I haven't done many of the Tickington quests yet, I think I did 2 of the, 30 or 40. And I still don't even think I've unlocked all of them. But I have most of them unlocked. That's what I plan on doing today. So that's loud. All right, turn that down a little. So I just got out of a main quest dungeon that gave me a lot of the gear from the old set of heroes. So Serenica and I am dressed up in Erdwin and Serenica's gear. Hendrik has Drustin's armor, but not the helm, so I can't change his look. And the hero has Erdwin's gear. And then there was a mage. I don't think we have the mage gear. Anyway, so before I do Tickington stuff, there's one stop I want to make. I collected a bunch of mini medals. I think I have all but 5 in the game, other than those that just randomly drop as drops, which I think this is 11 is the only game where you can do that. So the 5 that I'm missing is from this quest, Sweet Dreams. I literally just got Snooze and Brews available to me while I was in the last dungeon. So once I do this quest and collect the mini medal reward, I'll have all the mini medals. But I'm not going to do that now, but what I do want to do is claim the rewards for the mini medals I have. Won't take too long. Just have to run all the way to this school and then talk to the headmaster. Flip over the girl. And obviously this is late game stuff here. I have late game gear, but a lot of the quests that I'll be doing in Tickington is meant for early game stuff. So the difficulties levels may vary. Things to make with Metal Kings. Metal King Sword, Metal King Great Sword, and Metal King Goomerangs. Metal King Spears, Metal King Shields. You have completely filled a page of your album. It is not a miniature achievement in the slightest. Can it be true? No, mais oui, Laffer, you've completely filled your album, the medals. Z is magnifique, incredible. Uh-oh. Let me shut off my email so that doesn't happen. You are the first person in the history of the Academy to collect so many medals in so minimal a time. I knew that I was right to enroll you as a student honorary. But does this mean that your mini medal collecting career is over? No! Now that your album de medal is complete, I will exchange any medals you bring for maximally magnificent rewards of your choosing. Plus that change, would you have clicked more mini medals just like you did before? Yeah, the first time when I played this 6 years ago, I don't think I ever did all the I'm sure there was many, many medals I missed. I have 10 medals. All right, what I can get? A pep for 10. That sounds... That doesn't sound like it's worth it much. And these are all items. All right, I'm not going to cash any in yet until I find out if I need any of these for the fun-sized forge. All right, so there, let me retweak my lineup. Okay. Zoom to Tickington entrance. Yeah, 88 hours in. And save slot 4 was from 6 years ago. Over 120 hours. So everything in Tickington is in 2D. Oh, they're even still wearing their custom outfits. Oh, I don't think I can... Oh, I can go in the doors. I spent 40,000 on a new robe for Veronica just before I left here. So just deposit 83,000. Now I have 617,000 in the bank. Oh, so I can't save here. Oh, that's sad. So apparently this is something that is only available in the 3DS version. Instead of changing the map to close the cave, they just stuck a red toggle in there. So I can't get in. Right, so not familiar with what this is there are 10 pedestals that represent the 10 previous Dragon Quest games. So each one will have 3 or 4 missions where I go into that world's environment, you know, a city, a dungeon, or something, and do something to... Like something happened that would change the effect of the storyline of the game, and my task is to correct it so the story flows as it's supposed to flow. So, Altar of the Heavenly Bride, this is Dragon Quest V. It's been a while since I played that game, so I don't remember exactly all these locations. Broscoletti's Mansion, I know. That's where you pick who you're going to marry for the end game. The original game, you had a choice of 2, and with the DS version, they added a 3rd option. So, but going to the Neverglade. Huh? No? Who are you? Some sort of adventurer, I suppose. This is the Neverglade. It leads to the fairy realm, but not just anyone can get through. Actually, no one can at the moment. You see, a little while ago, one of the forest flowers turned into a monster and started pumping out pollen that sends people to sleep. One sniff of the stuff sent me straight to the land of Nod. I wouldn't be surprised if the same were true of everyone else who goes in there. It's the fairies I'm most worried about, of course, but it's not like I can go and check on them. Grown-ups like me can't even see them. But we have to do something. If all the fairies fall asleep, there'll be no one to guide people to their kingdom, and the fairy realm will be cut off forever. Wait a minute, you said you were an adventurer, didn't you? Maybe you can go and beat up this pollen-pumping fiend. Ward is up a pillion pendant. I didn't think there were people left like you left in the world. The monster's somewhere deep in the forest, I warn you though. Navigating the Neverglade is far from easy. Life would be much easier if you could ask the fairy for guidance, of course, but unfortunately only children can see them. Anyway, I know it's asking a lot, but we're really counting on you, and the fairies are too. Please, you have to go and take care of the monster. One of those days. I love the puns. Okay, so I can go north or east. I'm feeling I should be mapping this out or something. Random battle. Yeah, these will be very easy fights. You know, I think I still have them set to go all out. Let me... Yeah, let's change that to fight wisely. And actually, I even set him to focus on healing so he doesn't burn completely through. You know what? He did get some abilities that cost less. Let's do that. Hey, there's someone over by the bonfire. Go away. Let me go back to sleep. Huh? Humans. Wait. We're not going to hurt you. Why don't you tell us who you are? Oh, you see me? Oh, yeah, Veronica's a child. Of course I can see you, silly. Why wouldn't I be able to? Oh, well, what do you want? Veronica tells the fairy about what's been happening elsewhere in the Neverglade. I see. Well, that would explain why I have been feeling sleepy lately. This won't do, though. This won't do at all. You people seem all right. Yes, you'll do. Come on, I'll show you the place where I've been feeling sleepiest. It's probably near there. This way. This way. There's something fishy about those flowers. Let's go take a closer look. One of the flowers has a rather unsettling appearance. Give it a poke. There! Ow! What do you think you're doing? Don't you know it's rude to go jabbing at a lady? Anyway, what do you want? I've got an important assignment to get on with. A certain someone asked me to fill this forest with sleep-inducing pollen. I've got no intention of letting him down. If you insist on getting in my way, I'll just have to put you to sleep as well. Forever! A daisy. Yeah. Basically, 2 attacks did it. Jade's attack wasn't an attack. She powered herself up. Return to the entrance of the forest and tell the dwarf. Well, that's dealt with. The doubt will have found our way there without the fairy. But being a child does have some advantages, I suppose. Now we should go tell the dwarf. Because, she's They're supposed to be the same age as Serena. They're twins, but early in the game, this happens before you even meet her. She got kidnapped by a monster who tried to absorb her magic, but in doing so, absorbed her age, and that's why she's a kid. My poor joints, I'm far too old to be sleeping on the floor. Still, hopefully I won't be doing it again for a while now. You've been taking care of that monster. The fairies will be relieved as well, I'm sure of it. I suppose I'd better give you some kind of reward, hadn't I? Here, take this. It's good to hear that nothing bad happened to the fairies. It would have been terrible if their realm had been cut off forever. You're a real hero. I owe you a great deal. Stay safe out there. One down. Alright, let's go to the mansion from the same game. Well, that's the problem, I suppose. Everyone looks like the big guy. Not everyone's supposed to be the big guy. Huh. Chest? Just something must be very precious inside. I was supposed to head straight home after finish helping get things ready for the wedding, but I can't go back to the village looking like this. He's the real one. Sure, lad, you're a laugher, aren't you? I'm Rodrigo Briscaletti, the owner of this house. I don't suppose you could spare a minute, could you? Thing is, you see, there's a big wedding meant to be taking place in town tomorrow. We're all busy preparing for it. The groom's gone off to get official permission to wed. The plan is to get everything ready before he gets back. But now some awful monsters appeared and put a curse on everyone in my household, so they look just like me. No one's going to want to celebrate until this is sorted out. I have a theory as to why this might have happened, you see. My great-grandfather, Rodolfo, was famous for sending troublesome monsters away where they couldn't hurt people. I think one of them must have managed to break free and has come back to wreak havoc on the descendants of the man who imprisoned them. Por favor, lad, you must find this creature and defeat it, otherwise the groom-to-be will end up marrying someone with my ugly mug. And the groom being MC of that game, and the bride being whomever he picked. Could have been either his daughter, or his childhood friend, or in the DS version, his other daughter that has temperament, we could say. It ran away as soon as it had finished cursing us. I have the foggiest idea where it went. Someone did say they heard it muttering to itself, though. Perhaps it unwittingly let slip a word or two about its intentions. I can't remember who it was now, but it won't take long for a resourceful lad like you to interrogate everyone in the house and find out. I'm sure. And don't worry, once you've learned the monster's whereabouts, I'll be along to help you with the fighting. I can't leave all the hard work to the young Rotzi, eh? Ha 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 ha. Reward will be a gold bar, which is a smithing component, I suppose you could say. I love Papa very much, of course, but not quite enough to want to look like him, especially with the wedding coming up. This is just the worst. Of all the people to turn into, I had to turn into Papa. Now none of my clothes will fit. So, apparently those are the two daughters. That a monster muttering something to itself is scarpered. Something about reinventing itself, heading to some abbey or other to start a new life. It didn't make much sense to me, but then monsters never do. You're going to after the horrible creature, aren't you? Well, be careful. So, all trades abbey. How do I get there? I wonder if I have to find the All-Trades Abbey location, solve that, and then go back. I don't know. Let's see what's in Wheelbrook. The moment Pancras came back to the village, everyone got struck down with this horrible cold. What in the world's going on? Achoo! So cold, even this bonfire can't warm me up. Excuse me, senor. You need something from me? It's no good time right now. I have a terrible cold. My fever is so high I can now no do my job and serve Senor Pancras. It's so shameful. Cough splutter. Pancras is the father of MC in 5, and Sancho is his servant? Maybe? Partner? I don't know. It is not only me, everyone in the village is saying cold, even Senor Pancras himself. You have to help us, Senor. If you do not, Wheelbrook is ruined. Ruined! Unfortunately, I have heard rumor of a medicine that's able to cure any cold. Perhaps you can go find it for us. You are our only hope. I have no idea. All I know is this. When I felt ill, I heard a strange voice. It says to me, the Syndicate, the Questers Rest. They have the medicine you need. Oh! The Questers Rest is from 3. So I got a game hop. Maybe a voice from heaven, or maybe just a dream. Maybe it's nothing, but it's the only clue I have to offer you. So, All-Trades Abbey might be 9? It's been in a bunch of games. It's been in 3, been in 9, been in 7, I think? Because 7 has a job system as well. Greetings, traveler. Please don't come too close. I wouldn't wish this cold on my worst enemy. Achoo! I just can't seem to shake the blasted thing. The sooner I head over about than I get struck down by another. Achoo! I wonder if I'll be able to continue my adventures. I can hardly set out on the road in this condition. You'll have to forgive me. I'm feeling a bit sorry for myself at the moment. I just hope my boy doesn't see me like this. Achoo! The boy being the main character. No matter how many times I blow it, my nose won't stop running. Please don't look at me. Alright. I don't think I did all of them when I played this game 6 years ago, but I did a lot of them. Most of them. I don't remember having the game hop, but that means that I didn't do it and just forgot about it. Alright, so that's all I can do there. What's in the next book? Altar of the Chosen. I think this is 6. Do they go in order? If so, this is 4. No. Well, there's All-Trades Abbey, Weaver's Peak. I don't remember what game that's from. Okay, so at least that's All-Trades Abbey. Forgotten Past, this will be 7. Rainbow Mines, I already did. Romer Encampment, and I didn't unlock that one. So they're not in any order. Cursed King is 8. Chateau Felix and Troting Castle, with one of them not yet found. Starry Skies, this is 9. There's Quester's Rest. It's okay. I was thinking it was 3, but they had very similar jobs. Let's do questers. Let's hop into this one. See if I can find the medicine and then go back to 5 and finish it. Welcome to Patty's party planning place, where adventurers seek like-minded souls, meet, mingle, and make merry. Hey, I know we just met and all, but I feel like I can trust you. I was wondering if you mind me bending your ear about something that's been on my mind. Step around to this side of the counter, will you? Aaron. Sigh, I'm no innkeeper. I'm just some talentless girl who happened to be born to a one-time incredible entertainer. How did I ever manage to win the ninny? The judges must have made a mistake. I'm not cut out for this. I think it might be time to get out of the innkeeping business once and for all. Someone's got self-esteem issues. Selma. Patty and Selma. Marge Simpson's sisters. In case you didn't catch that. Well, I mustn't let that affect my work, I suppose. Speaking of which, welcome to the truly unique retail experience brought to you by the Syndicate of Pubs, Inns, and Taverns. What's that? Some bungled-up villagers have asked you to track down the strongest cold medicine on the market? Well, you've come to the right place. We guarantee that we can always answer our customers' needs, whatever they may be. Let me mix you up a bespoke concoction that'll send all known germs running for their lives. But to do that, I'm afraid I need a rather special ingredient, some drops of Yggdrasil dew. I'm unable to leave the shop sadly, so if you could bring me some, I can whip you up that remedy right away. So I need to find Yggdrasil dew. I should have brought my notebook so I can take notes, but I'll do that when I cycle through them again. Let's see what Patty has to say. Erin over there has been my friend since forever. She's got an innkeeping in her blood, a total natural, but for some reason she's lost her belief in herself. The kid won an innie for Pete's sake. She's a boss. She just needs to remember that. Anyway, I've been mulling it over, and I think motivational literature might be the answer. The book I have in mind is about being a king. They say it can bring out the swaggering, self-assured ruler in anybody. I want you to find a book that bring it here and give it to Erin. Will you do that for me, hon? That's where you look. My gut feeling is to need to look someplace where they really take the whole knightly chivalric thing seriously. There's nowhere like that around here, but maybe there is back where you come from. Find a suitable castle, rifle through the bookshelves, and see what you can find. Might be 1 or 2. So again, another thing I have to game hop. I'm very underwhelmed, I must admit. I heard this place had won an innie, so I was looking forward to enjoying some truly top-hole hospitality, but the innkeeper has a face like a wet weekend. I wonder what the matter with Erin is. She hasn't been her usual sunny self of late. Right, was that this one? See, I wish they color-coded them when they're complete. Now the color coding is only I haven't entered or I have entered. Because the color of complete is also white. Again, I'm probably going to have to make another page in my notebook. Altar of the Undeciphered. Is that I think this is 10. Ten being the MMO. I remember like one of the stages was literally like the race select screen. New character creator. Do you see the 5 statues over there? They represent 5 tribes, one of which to choose as the form into which reborn. Yep. Beginning with the one next to me, they are in order: a wetling, a dwarf, an elf, a poppet, and an ogre. My plan was to be reborn as an ogre, the most powerful of the tribes, at least in terms of brute strength, but I don't want to be a troll at all. That's different altogether. So all the monsters have been swapped out with, all the classes have been swapped out with a monster. We come from a village named Tickington, place situated on a remote island where we have been free to live our lives in peace until now, but then everything changed. One day, without the slightest warning, a horde of monsters descended upon the village and burned it to the ground. We both lost our lives in the carnage, along with many of our kith and kin. As they were wrenched from our bodies, our spirits heard a voice from above. It told us that we had a destiny to fulfill, and that we were to be reborn as members of one of the 5 tribes. The same voice led us here, and then suddenly was gone. It was then that a fiend appeared and announced himself as the revivalist. He told us that he would not permit us to be reborn from one of the 5 tribes, but that we must instead take the form of monsters. As you might imagine, this was none too tempting an offer. Thus we find ourselves stuck. To rid this room of the monsters who occupy it, the revivalists must be hunted down and defeated. But in our current form, this feat is beyond us. Will you come to our aid? To the whereabouts of the fiend before vanishing, he declared he was determined to find an instrument called the Lyre of Ire. That's something from 3. As to his appearance, he takes the form of an old man. Should you find such a figure acting suspiciously on the trial of the lyre, the chances are you have found your man. All we can do is wish you the very best of luck. Please, we beg you, find him and defeat him. Only then we'll be able to be reborn and fulfill our destiny. Rebirth rebuffed. Can I talk to the monsters and do anything to them? Want to really make a splash? Be a merman. I don't see the point of being a wetling. There's way better looking and they don't even have tails. Rubba dubba. Fancy being a grublin, do ya? It's better than being a boring old dwarf, that I guarantee. Grublins fight hard and they play hard. Rubba rubba doo. Her. All right, mate. You want to be a lump mage like me, do ya? Who would want to be a stupid elf anyway? Nah, being a lump mage is the best. If you meet anyone you don't like in the look of, you can just put a horrible curse on them. Mwah. Kiss your old life goodbye and be reborn as a kisser. Come on, what are you waiting for? With a sweet set of lips like yours, you'd be a natural. Pucker up. Mwah. Troll good, be troll. Troll best. Ogre rubbish, ogre weak. Troll stronger, better. Smash all with club. Fun. Alright, that's nothing to do here. That was this one, right? Yeah. Altar of Origins? This might be 3? No. Tantagal Castle, so it's at least Gallon Home. This might be in Damdara. This could be either 1, 2, or 3. All those cities existed in all 3 games. This is probably 1. Apparently I've already done Gallon Home. So let's do Damdara. There's people here. Not used to that. Do I be a wanderer come to visit? I bid thee welcome, friend, and now, unless mine eyes deceive me, thou art no callow youth, but rather a seasoned warrior. Allow me to appraise thee with hath befallen this place. Was once a fair town of Damdara. Alas, 'tis now a monster-ravaged wasteland, whose people have all fled. Our woes began when marauding fiends laid waste to our beloved home. Not one among them is risen again. By what foul means I know not. I speak of that shadowy chevalier, the Knight Aberrant. The Knight Aberrant is what guards Erdrick's armor. I think is the armor. It's one of the required things you have to get to beat the game. This wicked being now ruleth o'er the rooms of Damdara, and hath roused them that departed from their slumber, that he might tyrannize them. Yeah, I myself am one such unfortunate soul. So all these people are been dead and were raised from the dead. That's cruel. I know not who thou art, friend, but I beseech thee, take up arms against the Knight Aberrant and return us to our rest. Prithee banish the darkness that has descended upon this place. Adencium as a reward. Ah, You will accede my request? Verily. The hero we have awaited hath come at last. Now thine enemy, the knight aberrant, doth oft appear behind the armourers in the southeast of town. Prithee, lay this foul fiend to rest, that our own unquiet souls may sleep in peace once more. Monstrous marauders didst fall upon our town as a lion doth his prey. Those who could not flee in time were slain without mercy. Aye, 'tis true, all those wilt encounter here are long since dead. Yet all were rudely roused from their slumber and now haunt the very place they once called home. Awoken by the night aberrant that he might terrorize what remains of this place all the more. Truly our fate is not one that would wish upon my most bitter foe. I'm not going to try to talk to everybody. Lo, might this be our Savior who standeth before me? Might this be the one to smite the night aberrant and free us from cruel vassalage at last? Our tormentor doth oft appear behind this place. Gird her up in loins for him. Okay, so behind it. There we go. An eerie voice can be heard drifting on the air. Wherefore come thou here, fool? Knowest thou not that to vex the ruler of this realm is a misery, is a crime punishable by death? Have at thee! Multi-feet. Gazap. Snooze. Oh, that's being cast against us. Okay. Not dead yet. Okay. Tornado. 730 damage. 13,000 experience. And 7,000 gold. Salvando level increase. Hendrik level increase. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen the 2D version of the character builder. Grandstand. A showy shout of chivalric pride that pumps up the declare's attack and defense. Sure. This is definitely harder to look. I'm not used to this view. I'm used to the 3D view. Was it Hendrik? Steadfast forbearance skill. Reduces damage taken when using forbearance. Okay. I don't like that view. With the night aberrant defeated, the spirits of the townfolk were able to rest in peace once more. Go and tell the man at the entrance to Dandara that his oppressor is no more. Praise be, we are delivered from our plight. Verily, thou art the saviors we have so long awaited. Prithee, accept this small token of my gratitude, trifling though it be. 5 chunks of densium. Ghosts of a Golden Age. Didn't even notice the title. Hast thou not happened upon our humble town, mayhap we might never have been saved. Now, though, thanks to thy timely intervention, we may sleep peacefully at last. I am Galen, best among guards whose praises once were sung in every corner of this fair land. Galen, I think, is originally from 3, and his house, he had a small little house in the upper corner of the map. And then when 1 came around, in 1, it was turned into a whole town named Galen Home. That they pretty much honored Galen by building a town around his house. The town of Dumdarai, whose ruins were standest was standest too, apparently, was once a bustling and handsome settlement, but alas no more. Though when I close mine eyes, thine glad scenes of yesteryear do float before me as if they occurred only yesterday. Come, friend, join me in my reverie. Right, Tantico Castle. That's like the castle where you start at. I fear that if the king should remain in his current sorry state, he will be unable to discuss a certain matter of great import with the hero of our land. And if a hero ventures forth without any and all such aid as might be imparted unto him, heaven alone knoweth that what might befall him. Oh, how the princess would wail were he to come to harm. I bid thee welcome to Tantagel, the town at the very heart of Alphagard. The noble souls thou seest before thee are none other than our beloved king and his fair daughter, the Princess Gwaelin. Verily, 'tis marvelous indeed to see the princess restored to her rightful place. She has of late been rescued by a mighty hero from the clutches of the foul tyrant known as the Dragon Lord. So this is like midway through the game. How long is it since last we heard the king's bold and vigorous voice resounding throughout the throne room? But verily it must be agonizing for him to suffer so. I beseech thee, do all that is in thy power to aid the princess and help put this terrible misfortune behind us. Greetings to you, wanderer. I am Gwaelin, Princess of Tantagel. Prithee, lend me thine ears that I might impart to thee my sorry tale. Some days ago a fiend called himself the End of Time did appear before my noble father, and did place upon him a curse that has rendered him unable to utter a word. 'Tis a calamity indeed, for there is a matter of great import upon the subject of which he did wish to consult with the hero of our land. But how can he do so when he has been struck so cruelly dumb? I have done all that is within my power to cure him, but alas, no tincture, tonic, or balm has had the slightest effect. But one faint hope remains to us, a sweet syrup known as spectrum nectar. A single spoonful is said to bring honeyed words gushing forth like unto a brook after the summer's rains. Alas, 'tis not a concoction the humblest peasant or idle miller might mix up in a trice. Nay, it has been said ancient times since ancient times that only one bringeth peace upon this world might lay his hands upon it. 'Tis a weighty request indeed, but perhaps one day thou might bring peace to this world or another. Should such a happy marvel come to pass, the sacred nectar might be then thine. So this is basically saying I have to finish my game first before I can even finish this quest. Think. The king looks like he has something he wishes to say. Alright. So yeah, I can't finish that one until I beat the game. Altar of the Legendary Line. Monahan, Canuck Castle, and cave leading to Renderak. This is 2. Let's skip that for now. Altar of Salvation. Erdrick's future home, Baramosa's castle. This is 3? This one must be 6. Because I don't think that was the... Alright, that's... Altrade's Abbey. I came to Altrade's Abbey in search of a new life. Instead, I found a horde of rather agitated old men. I doubt I'll ever be able to change vocation at this rate. I've always wanted to become a sage. That's why I came here to the Abbey. I did not expect to have to wait so long once I arrived. Look, if you want to become a bunny girl too, you're just going to have to join the queue. Altrade's Abbey is an absolute essential institution. Without it, people would have no way of learning the skills they require to survive in this world. I don't think it's quite fulfilling that role at the moment, though. It's absolute bedlam in here. The monster. I've been going ape trying to decide what vocation to try out, but I think I finally decided I'm going to be a lovely young lady. Whoa, what are you doing monkeying around here? What's that? That Rascaletti ape sent you after me? Struggling with that curse I placed on them, are they? Well, I don't give a monkey's... They should try being sealed away for centuries like I was. Now that I'm finally out, I'm going to go bananas. I have to make the most of every moment. No one's going to stop me. Are you sure you want to get in my way? Well, if that's how you want it, that's how you'll get it. Time for some guerrilla warfare. Pilfer Pithecus. That's the name. Well, that did some damage. That did a lot of damage. Aver increased level. Eric increased level. Let's not use the skill points. I'll assign them later. All those years of waiting and I finally get let out only to get a gibbon the hiding of a lifetime. So much for enjoying my freedom. Urgh. The monster that placed the curse on the Rascaletti household has been defeated. Head back to Mr. Rascaletti to share the good news. Alright, now let's talk to this king to see what's going on here. Welcome to Altrade's Abbey, my child. The Abbey is a place of peace to think back on life's road, to plot the journey ahead. Do you wish to change paths? No. Ah, but I'm forgetting myself. It's unfortunate, not currently possible to change vocations regardless of your desire. As you have perhaps noticed, we're currently dealing with a rather unique situation. Elderly gentlemen from every corner of the world have gathered here in the hopes of becoming bunny girls. I have told them repeatedly that it is impossible, but none of them will listen. Dealing with them is taking up all of our resources. I fear we may have to shut the doors if they cannot be convinced to leave. But wait, perhaps you might be able to help. One of my predecessors once mentioned a book that claimed to provide guidance for those wishing to become lovely young ladies. You think you can find it and bring it to me? There's just the faintest chance that it might contain a clue as to how I might give these gentlemen what they so fervently desire. All my predecessors said that it was a guide was kept in a place where one might expect to find fashion advice, somewhere where a lot of young ladies gather. Beyond that, I'm unsure what this place might be, but if you find somewhere that fits the bill, take a look on its bookshelves, and I'm sure you'll find out what that you seek eventually. Is that there's a place in 11 that has that? What is that? Do it from? I expect it to be within another game, but maybe this one's 11. I'll have to poke around. Lots of young mad boys. I think they are talking about, it's the place where I went to at the start of the stream to turn in my mini medals. Place in area. Yeah, okay, that's where I need to go. We're just starting to spread about how chaotic Altered Abbey has become. It's putting people off coming here, and that can't be a good thing. Altered Abbey has always attracted all sorts of people, as the name suggests, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone leaving here as a bunny girl. I know what you're thinking. Is that even a real location? It's a good question, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you the answer. As a bunny girl. Right. Back to me old self at last, and it's all thanks to you. I'm well grateful I am. Hey, you're a traveler, aren't you? I got a friend who wants to be just like you, wandering around about the place without a care in the world. We used to go hunting ghosts, and back when we were little, I hadn't been on an adventure like that in yonks. Great days. Ah, thank goodness. I was beginning to worry that I might have to resign myself to looking like Papa forever. Now all we have to do is wait for a certain someone to come back and make his proposal. I must admit, I'm a little nervous. So he hasn't chosen yet. Oh yes, of course. You're the one who took care of the monsters who put that awful curse on us, aren't you? Good work. I'm glad. I'm sure Papa would be happy to put you on the staff if you ever need of employment. I might even let you be my personal servant if you're lucky. I doubt you'll ever be my favorite, but still, second place ain't bad. Yeah, she's the ornery one. The fine work, lad. You beat the best beast before I even had a chance to join you. Now we can proceed with the final preparations for tomorrow's wedding. Grazie mio. The wedding we are preparing for is no ordinary one. It's not every day that the Zenithian shield finds itself with a new owner, after all. I would be delighted if you'd join us, of course, but no, you have your own adventure to be getting with. Good luck. Oh, there you are, lad. I actually have another favor to ask you, if you don't mind. As you know, the man who is to be married will be returning soon. He hasn't actually proposed to his bride-to-be yet. I hate for this important moment to go wrong, but so I'd like you to do everything I can to make sure we're properly prepared. As such, I was hoping to hold a little rehearsal. I was wondering if you and your friends would be willing to help. Yes? You would. Grazie mille, my boy. I knew I could count on you. After you play the part of the groom, capiche? Simply approach one of our friends and make your proposal. That's all there is to it. I'll reward you for your troubles, of course. Now shall we get started? Laughter, the floor is yours. Go ahead and select your blushing bride-to-be. I remember playing this game. So yeah, she's your childhood friend. She's the younger daughter that you literally just met. And she's the older daughter that you more recently have just met. Had I played this on the original Super Famicom, I would have picked the childhood friend. But when I played it on the DS, I kind of liked the attitude, so picked that one. But I'll pick Bianca. This is fun, ain't it? Haha, can't wait to see who you end up picking. Oh, I guess that isn't... Now that the rehearsal's over, it's nearly time for the main event. I feel rather nervous, I must admit. Oh, hurry up, will you? I hate waiting. Just pick someone and just get over with. Am I supposed to pick from my party? Oh gosh, you want me to be your bride, Leffer? You do? Really? Goodness, this is wonderful. I can jump for joy. I always did enjoy reading about romantic proposals and big weddings when I was a little girl, and now it's happening to me. You're absolutely sure about this? You know what I think of it? You do look like the hero from one of my stories, strong and handsome with a heart of gold. I'm not sure I'm entirely worthy of such a husband, although I'll do my best. I mean, I mustn't get carried away, of course. It's just a rehearsal after all. But it's too much more when we take care of things seriously, don't you think? I've dreamed this since I was a little girl, and now it's coming all true. And it's settled. I admire a man who has the courage to be decisive. As a reward for all your help, I'll allow you to open one of the treasure chests behind me and take whatever you find. Do let me know if you have time to help us with another rehearsal, won't you? I wonder if I could have chosen that one first, but well, probably not. Alright, so that's done. Weaver's Peak. Those youngsters really do grow up quickly, don't they? I mean, look at that stylish young man. Last time I saw him, he was still a snotty-nosed brat. He's got me thinking about my own clothes. I must confess, maybe we should include a fashion show in this year's festival. I used to be the run-of-the-mill country bumpkin, but then I received a special blessing in the church at the bottom of the mountain. Now I'm transformed. I suppose you want some advice, do you? Well, things first, that hairstyle's gotta go. It's about a century out of date. Hello there, just passing through, are you? Well, before you go, I wonder if you might be able to help me. It's my brother, you see. He went to the market down to the mountain to fetch spirit ground for the village festival. And ever since he's come back, he's like a different person. So fashionable, I suppose you'd call it. He'd never shown any interest in that stuff before. Most of the people in the village think it's great that he suddenly so stylish. But I think there's something fishy going on. Truth be told, I just don't think that man's my brother. And I tend to expose him as the imposter he is. I can't do it alone, though. I mean, what if whoever it is really gets all defensive and turns on me? I need your help. Can you lend a hand with the unmasking? You will? Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. I knew you were a helpful sort, just like my brother. My real brother, that is. Though I think the best way to get the truth is to make a few discreet inquiries. If you ask around at Patty's party planning place, that's the big inn, someone's bound to know something. It won't take you long to unearth a few clues, I'm sure. Then we can find out why this creep's pretending to be my brother. Oh, we've been there before. Back to Quester's Rest. If I can find it. Set to seek an item that might reveal the true form of a troublesome and fiendish impostor. That's somewhat out of the blue, friend, but it so happens I just know such a thing. Badura grass, a mage acquaintance of mine, tells me he found some on his travels only recently. If you're interested in learning more, find the grotto known as the Ruby Path of Doom and make your way to the 3rd level. He spoke of going there when I last saw him. Okay. Was that question out before and now showing up? Or was it there before? I don't remember. Wait, let me guess. You have come to add to the chorus of complaints, correct? No? Really? Well, I suppose that makes sense. You don't seem to be in possession of a treasure map after all. Treasure maps are curious things indeed. All one has to do is possess one and a grotto will appear. They're highly sought after items, and adventurers like to swap them with one another. In fact, the very grotto where we stand was once I opened with the aid of a treasure map. At first, I could not believe my luck. It was positively swarming with metal king slimes. Well, as you can imagine, I was very proud of myself indeed and promptly shared the map in a place where plenty of adventurers were bound to see it. Imagine my surprise when a few days later all manner of irate strangers who had made use of my discovery sought me out and heaped abuse on me. What did you think you were doing, sharing a map like that? You have no respect for your fellow adventurer? They said the most hurtful things, but the truth is I have no idea what they were upset about, for I have been unable to reach the depths of the grotto to discover the source of their disgruntlement. All of which brings me to the boon I wish to ask you. Would you do me the great favor of plunging in and finding out what the problem is? It's truly a relief. I have no companions left who can be relied on to accompany me. I'm glad indeed you were able to go in my stead. When I explored it myself, the grotto did not reveal anything strange or startling beyond the abundance of metal king slimes I mentioned. But there must be something in the darkest depths to cause widespread dissatisfaction. I must know what it is, and for that I'll need your help. Mad about maps. Those don't look like metal king slimes. One shot the whole thing. And warriors. Now, the third floor up or third floor down for this mage is? I don't know. Lucifers. Homage. Faye. Greetings, traveler. What's that? You want to know if we got anything that will reveal a person's true identity? Let me think. Oh, I know some Padura grass should do the trick. And as it so happens, I have some right here. It's yours if you want it. I doubt I'll have any use for it myself. Better head back to Weaver's Peak to let Tanya know. One piece of treasure right here. That's the first time I actually saw Giga Slash used. I just learned that ability in that last mainline dungeon I was in. Two pieces of treasure. I want to step away and get into the other drink real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll start to trigger the fight, and then I'll be back. I'll be right back. I think I have one treasure left. One treasure. What's this? More foolish adventurers looking to get beaten, goo, and proper? I am the king of metal slimes, and this grotto is mine, from now until the end of slime. No adventurer is oozing me as a punching bag anymore. I'm going to get my revenge on them all thanks to the power my master has given me. I've got news for all those who have plagued my kind. No longer will we run from you. It's time. It's time for revenge. And as long as that treasure map is out there, my revenge on humankind will go on and on. No longer will my kind be oozed as sources of experience. It's time for you losers to get a taste of your own medicine. Ooh, that did damage. They're going to get a crap ton of XP for that, or is it a normal amount? That's a good amount. 30,000 for a pretty easy fight. This is no good at all. I'm oozeless. No, the ties that bind me together are growing weak. This is another catastrophe. Our master oozed his mighty magic to fuse us together, but we weren't goo enough to stay in one piece. What are we going to do now? We can't ooze all those amazing spells. Wait, there's always one option. Run away! The king of metal king slimes that was making adventurers' life misery has been defeated. Go and give the knight some good news. Now, do I have to walk all the way back myself? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I think I have to. Alright, let's swap Jade out since she's out of MP. What's that? Able to one-hit them without using any MP. That was an item used. Metal King slimes are fused together and were intent on taking revenge on all the adventurers who have ever persecuted their kind for experience farming purposes. No wonder everyone I shared the map with ended up hating me so furiously. Metal King slimes have always been the most eagerly sought out of monsters. To think they would resent the attention and seek their revenge. I had always imagined that those noble creatures and those who hunted them enjoyed a healthy mutual respect. How could they not? In slaughtering them, we hone our skills, and in fleeing our flying swords, they eliminate their slower brethren. A symbiotic relationship if I've ever encountered one. But enough of my musings. Hopefully the grotto's back to normal thanks to your efforts, and we can return to being an abundant source of spritingly grudge-free Metal King slimes. I am free to share my treasure map with the world once more. I only hope that one day it falls to the hands of a true hero, a mighty hero who will save the world. Well, one can dream, can one not? I remember coming across a grotto and, like, the 6th level down or something like that. Liquid metal slimes everywhere. It was amazing. I spent a lot of time in there level grinding. Alright, where do I need to go now? Oh. Wasn't Quester's Rest. I think it was Weaver's Peak. There you are. Well, did you find anything to help us unmask the imposter? Laffer tells Tanya about the Badura grass he was given. Oh, this is wonderful news. Now we'll be able to find out who's pretending to be my brother. You better go and use it right away. We can't let that con man pull the wool over people's eyes 1 minute longer. Or throws the Badura grass all over the person pretending to be Tanya's brother. Ah, what are you? Ah! What have you done to me? I'm so ugly. My master goes to trouble of turning me into a suave young human, and you come along and ruin everything. You're going to pay for this. The monster seems to be very angry. Engage it in battle? Yes. All I wanted was to look nice so that Tanya would be kind to me, and now you've gone and ruined everything. Well, you've bitten off more than you can chew, mister. You're going to regret sticking your oar in it. The dud dude. Maybe I should slow down the text for the fights. There's a lot of it's going on. I don't know what's going on. Veronica Dad. Kazing. A swoosh. I wish I had some idea of how much health he had left. Veronica dead again. There's another Kazing. That did almost 1,000 damage. Finally. It looked nice so Tanya would be kind to me. Is that really so bad? I promise I won't pull any stunts like this again. Can you forgive me? No. Come on, you got a kind heart. I can tell by looking at you. Please, I'm begging you here. One more chance. But thou must. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a really kind-hearted person, just like Tanya. You know, I think I caused enough trouble in this village for one day. I better head back home. Thank you again for being so kind to me. Not only did you find the Badura grass, you also took care of the monster who was pretending to be my brother. Can't believe that thing thought it could make me be nice to it by dressing up and prancing around like an idiot. Monsters don't know anything, do they? My big brother is plenty cool already. He doesn't need some silly city clothes to prove it. Thanks again for stepping in to save the day. I'd like you to take this as a token of my appreciation. Speaking of my brother, though, I'm starting to wonder where he's gotten to. He should have come back by now. Well, he'll be here soon enough, I'm sure. I better get on with the festival preparations while I wait. See us again soon, I hope. How long have I been playing for? Almost an hour and a half. I think I want to stop here. Oh, there's a few more side quests I want to look into before continuing the main story. Claim any downloaded rewards. So I wonder what that's for. These always been here and I completely didn't even know about it. You can use the sound. Oh, okay. I remember claiming these in my first run through, but I forgot to even forgot about it. Onion quest. Okay, yeah, okay, let me heal up and get out of here. How much money did I earn? 29,000. Alright, so I needed to find that book. Haven't unlocked that one yet. Need to find Lair of Ire. I need to find the Yggdrasil Dew to make the medicine. I have to find a book from this in 11. This one I had to find a book from different, from one early, 1, 2, or 3. Not sure where to get Sacred Serum yet. And oh, I can now. There's a watcher near the statue of Erdwin and Heavens Above with a rather romantic idea. I must have just unlocked that because I wasn't available last time I looked. So this is the next task I want to do to get those mini medals and then knock out the pep power task outside for Namdan. I need Sylvando and Hero. Is it a Sylvando task? Yeah, so Sylvando has to be prepped for me to trigger that. Right, so here's where I'll stop streaming and I'll go back to playing on my big TV. So I saw a few people trickling in and out. No one said anything in the chat, so I hope someone had fun watching this. And I won't talk much about this on the podcast because it's a 6-year-old game that I've played once before, but I'll still at least make mention that I did this stream and the video will still be out on YouTube. So if you're still out there, thanks for watching. If you're watching this on a VOD, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Good night.